Welcome to Passionately Speaking. This is our weekly public speaking training call where we talk about public speaking and what it can do for our life and our business and the lives of others. So welcome everyone. We have a really good show for you today. And today our topic is how to breathe new life into your signature talk. See, our signature talk is that talk that we give over and over and over and over. And it's the talk that sets us up for business, to get more business, to get referrals, and to grow our business. But sometimes it can get a little stale. And that's even happened to me. One time in my professional story, I had a business partner, some of you know him, Lee Pound, and one day he just came to me and said, Arvee, your story is getting dull. You need to sharpen it up a little bit. You know, I had said it so many times that the edge was gone, the newness was gone. So I thought ever since then, that can happen not only to your professional story, it can happen to your content, it can happen to your opening, it can happen to your close. So I thought, well, you know what? We need to know how to breathe new life into it, because we want it to be on autopilot. We want to be the script, but then how do we keep it fresh? How do we keep it spontaneous without it being spontaneous? So that's our conversation today. And so I'm going to give you 10 ways that you can breathe new life into your presentation. And at the end, if you think of some other ways to share, then I want to hear those as well. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, hold on just a moment. Now I'm going to share the screen. All right, hold on. I didn't save this, so let me just go ahead and save it. I thought I could just do it without saving it, and I didn't like that. All right, so just a moment. Get your pens and papers ready, because I got something fun to show you. Okay, here we go. Hold on just a second. All righty, there we go. I'm going to exit. I'm going to exit. Okay, let me start over. All right, that's better. Giving me a problem. Hang on.
Come on, girl, you can do it.
I do this all the time, but this particular one is giving me a problem. Okay, let me see if, because I'm trying to watch, you'll see when I do something different. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, look at this.
Woohoo!
Oh, that's so cool. I love it.
That is so cool.
How'd you do that?
We want to know.
We want to know. How'd you do that?
The new little Zoom trick that I learned. Is this the coolest thing?
Yeah,
You're
how
gonna
did you do that?
on Friday, girl.
Yes, I will.
Tinker.
DJ, did you know this one?
I'm not exactly
Wow.
sure
You gotta
which
see
way you're
this, Jim.
using it, but that's pretty cool.
Right?
Very cool.
I thought you'd like it. Yes, I'll show all of you. I'll show you at the end. All right. So how to breathe new life into your signature talk. Well, I'm going to show you 10 ways to do that. Oh, here we go down here. All right. Oh, well, it should have given one at a time, but we'll just go through each one. So number one, rework your professional story. Just like I had that problem that I mentioned where my professional story got a little dull or a little stale. So you want to make sure you rework it. Maybe you share, you bring in some other elements that you don't have. Maybe you leave out some things. Sometimes in this environment, it's really hard to tell a long professional story. So most of the time, just kind of making it shorter and using more vivid words will kind of do the trick. But don't try to, again, we're telling the story to earn the right, and we're telling the story to build rapport. Anything beyond that, leave out and weave it into the meat. Weave it into the meat. All right, number 2, bring in new updated testimonials. Again, I'm all for you have a testimonial and it's a good one. Bring it over and over and over. And I use the same ones myself. I've learned it from my mentor who uses the same ones, but every once in a while, you want to bring in new ones. You don't have to get rid of the old ones if they're really good. Just bring in a few new ones and spice it up a little bit. Keep them short, but you could nowadays on a PowerPoint, you can kind of put up a picture, even put the testimonial under their picture and let them say it for you. So there's different ways that you can do that. It doesn't always have to be a story. All right, number 3, redo your PowerPoint. Add some pictures. Pictures, they just speak volumes. And I know I didn't have any today because I didn't want to be upstaged. I wanted you to see me on this white background. I wonder if I could become bigger. I wonder how I could become bigger. Ooh, what happens when I stand up? Woo! Woo! Look at this. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. Look at, I know Carol's eyes are big. Aren't you glad you came today, Carol?
Always glad to be around you, girl.
Yes, like.
All right.
And that's so cool.
Yeah, so even something like this is a way to make it wild and crazy. But add pictures. I remember several years ago, it was quite a while ago now, but I was somewhere, and of course I had my PowerPoint, and I still had clip art on it, right? And somebody that I know that actually professionally does PowerPoints for people came up to me, looked me in the eye, and said, "Arvee, clip art is dead." Get out of the 80s. So I had to revamp and redo everything, and he was absolutely right. So take a look at your PowerPoint. There's all kinds of pictures that you can get out there. Now, when you do your PowerPoint, you can click on the little picture. There's 2 devices, one that says for you, your device, or one that says online. A lot of people ask me, where do you get your pictures? I just click on that button, go online, and just type in a word or 2. They come up and I just grab it. I don't even store them on my drive. I could, but I don't have to even store them. I could just pick them and use them for that one PowerPoint. But you do have to have an updated PowerPoint to use that. You have to be current with the PowerPoint. All right, so redo the PowerPoint, add some pictures, spice it up a little bit, change your attention grabber statements. This is another thing that you can change. Maybe you've been saying all the time, like I say, how many of you want more clients? How many of you not only want more clients, you want a never-ending flow of clients, right? So maybe it's time to use a statement of declaration, especially in a room like this, especially when you're doing lives, you're not going to be asking questions. So how could I turn that into a statement of declaration? I could say, you deserve a never-ending flow of clients. Boom, statement of declaration. Boom, right? Or I could say, 85% of all companies or new businesses go out of business within the first 5 years because they don't have enough clients. Boom, I'm saying the same thing. I'm just saying it different ways. So think about your attention grabber. Does it need to be updated? Does it need to be enhanced? This environment goes so fast. And especially for some of you that aren't around me every single week, you might, kind of slump down back into something uncomfortable and maybe not with the latest trends. That's why it's so important to come here every single week, because you will get that kind of refreshing here, because I'm like, on top of all of it. So think about that attention grabber and change that up a little bit. Think of it this way about staying current with public speaking. And that is, in January, I was looking for a automatic calendar because everybody was having it, and I've used them in the past, and I've had assistants here, and I didn't really care for it that much. It seemed like it was more trouble than it was worth. So I just would have my assistant do the calling, and that seemed to be fine. Well, in December, I lost my assistant, and so I had to do something, make a change in my business. And I looked at all kinds of them. And I even had coaches that said, don't use those. Don't let someone else decide your schedule, right? And so I'm like, oh, okay. And then I kept looking. I must have looked and used 5 or 6 of them towards the end of last year before I finally picked Calendly. But during that time, I found one that I really liked, but I wanted it to integrate to my Outlook calendar, right? And so I was in Atlanta speaking at an event in Atlanta, and there was this guy there that I know, and he, I've known him for years, and he was speaking also. And so I was asking him, I said, well, what calendar links to Outlook? And he took one look at me and said, Arvee, get out of the 80s. So technology has really been kicking my butt here. So you've got to get out of the 80s in your PowerPoint, in your technology also. So those are the best things that either one of those people could have told me. So I got Calendly and love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I love not having to worry about somebody picking up the phone or calling me back or scheduling back and forth. I'd send it out. You can have multiple different different time zones and different things. And I send it to everybody and it works. I reached out to one of the clients that I had, one of my very, very, very first clients that ever came to my speaker training intensive. Somehow I saw her on Facebook and something. And so I just reached out to her and said, hey, I'd love to talk. I mean, this was 17 years ago. I'd love to catch up, and I just sent her one of my Calendly links. And bam, she signed up and I'm going to talk to her next week. I don't know anything that works so fast, right, Angelique? I mean, it just is instant. And it makes for a good close if you are doing a close where you want people to sign up for a strategy session. So if you don't have some sort of automatic calendar, you might consider getting one. And again, I'm using Calendly. All right. So change okay, the next one, change your close and your call to action. Now, we are forced to change nowadays because we're going virtual and it's just not the same as it was. All right. So I see Ardina isn't here. Ardina, if you're here, pop back in. Okay, pop back in. So we talked about some of these closes for you today. So why don't real quickly tell them you got a couple events coming up and what kind of closes now after we work together you're going to do. You're muted. Darn it all.
Okay, so I'm going to be an exhibitor on Friday and Saturday at 2 different events, and they're asking the vendors to have giveaways. So one of them is actually a giveaway. The other one is going to be a raffle giveaway. So Arvee suggested that I do an incentive to get people to come to my booth or my room. I keep saying booth. And offer like the first the people that'll come in will get 5 tips on my photo restoration, how to preserve their photos. And then out of those people that come in, I will also do kind of like a raffle. I guess that would be a raffle that I would, these people would sign up to get the free gift. And I would choose a number, and at the end of the event, I would choose who the winner is. And that would be for the one that's on Friday. On Saturday, which is it's more of a Zoom, or it is a Zoom. It's a Zoom event. On that one, we're going to be doing a raffle. So that one, I will be doing a giveaway, an actual piece of my art. So I think that kind of covers it.
Right. Now, originally, what's significant here is that originally Ardina was just going to give away a 50% gift certificate, but that's not a gift because it's a gift with, with strings attached. It's not really a gift. So I encouraged her to give a gift. She's going to give something like one of her art pieces that's worth $200. You don't think people are going to get in that room and want to do that raffle or want to get in there? Absolutely. So the higher the value of your giveaway, the more you're going to get people to want it, to sign up, whatever it is you're trying to do. I'm telling you that $5 Starbucks gift card doesn't work anymore. Nobody cares. They go, it's not worth it for me to get, gazillion emails from you or whatever. It's not worth it. So higher the price. Remember, Lorena, when she gave away that $245 facial, she had almost everybody in the room sign up for her emails, right? Because it was of value. Now, I recently spoke at an event. There was probably 12 or 15 people there. And I'm like, I'll give, put your email, send me an email, and I'll give you a copy of my signed book, right? I got four people out of the 15, so I would have been better off to, offer something bigger. So we're all learning, but what I've learned in this environment is you've got to offer big in order to get not even 50%. In the old days on stage, we would get 99.9% of the cards in the room with a giveaway as small as a gift card, for heaven's sakes, but it doesn't work in this environment. So up the ante. All right. So how does this look with me down here? Is this crazy or what?
It's very cool.
It's cool.
It's all weird, but it is virtual. So I have to be careful, what I can do. Okay. All right.
Disappearing at all.
My face isn't, I know, isn't that cool?
Yeah,
but my hands are, if I go out here. Ooh.
In between you.
Oh, look, it makes me look thinner. Wait. In a certain way. Look at how thin I look.
That's a plus.
Plus, right? I thought I was supposed to add 10 pounds. What?
What are you talking about? I got the COVID-19 going on. Not quite 19, but I do have some COVID pounds. Okay. All right, so that's fun. All right, so, okay, so the clothes. So little different clothes, shake it up a little bit, raise the bar a little bit, and you will get more traction out of it. All right, practice in a different way. Now, this is wild, all right? And I only do this in my speaker training intensive, but practice in a different way. So what do I mean by that? It's so much fun if you do it, but you have to know your presentation first. You have to know it frontwards and backwards. And that's exactly what I mean. Say it backwards. So you do the close, right? You do the memorable statement. Then you do what?
Oh gosh.
Transition, then invitation, then, right? So you work it backwards until you're up to your attention grabber. Really a lot of fun. And of course, just, do that, in the comforts of your own home. But one of the things I do in my speaker training is I have signs. And how any of you been, maybe Dr. Renee, where I held up the signs of things to do? Were you in there? Were you in that class? Yeah. So I have different signs. So you're doing your speech, right? And I'll have time to do it the speaker training that's coming up. We have a speaker training on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. If any of you want to come as come back as a second time, just reach out to me. I'll give you a super, super deal. But what you do is this. So, and you'll see it, I'll do it, but we'll have signs, and maybe the signs say, oh, maybe I don't have anything on here, but maybe the sign says, slow down, and then you'll slow down. Or it might say, do the unexpected. And you have to do something wild. It might be speed up your voice. Use a prop. And so it's really a lot of fun So you can make up your own signs and have someone give them to you, right? Just, just like every few seconds, and you're doing your regular speech, right? So you're doing your regular speech, during your regular story. Okay, I worked in corporate America, and then blah blah blah, and then somebody says speed up, and then all of a sudden I was, and it's really crazy fun. So practice in a different way, or even maybe a different way for you is to practice in front of family members. That to me is one of the hardest things to do. Hard to do. So maybe you need to do something hard. Now, some of you, like Dr. Renee, I know you practice in front of Jim all the time, et cetera, et cetera. But some of us don't, and that could be scary, right? I don't formally practice in front of my husband, but he always hears me yakking here anyway, So do something like that. Practice in a different way. And next one is use fun props, especially when you're in this room, right? You need to bring on the fun props. So one of my other meetings that we did, we said we were going to wear hats. So we can wear hats.
Oh, this is props, Jim.
So I have a little hat that I could wear. Somebody gave this to me. Boop, 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 boop. Oops, can't see it very well. All right, so do something fun and crazy. So use some props, or like my gloves are props. This is a prop, right? So you use some props, give your people some props to use, or tell them to make up their own, right? There's somebody a girl in the $1 Million. She made the most beautiful sign with what was it? Rhinestones and hearts. Do you remember that? Anybody remember that? That girl that did that? I know, it was so pretty, so gorgeous. Okay. Oh, I did want to. Oh yes, Teddy gave me that hat. When she came to speaker training. You got it. This is Teddy's hat. I wish you could see it better. There. Yeah. Yes, Jean knows Teddy. Absolutely. That's a Teddy hat. And the other thing, Jean, you mentioned is Keep has that feature of a calendar. Well, Infusionsoft doesn't. Infusionsoft's the big old boy, and they've been so busy working on Keep that they haven't worked on Infusionsoft, but I do understand that that's next, that they're going to start putting some of these fun features in that. But they wanted to bring out a new product that was for smaller businesses, right? Okay, so that's around the block. So you have it. If you have Keep, you've already got a calendar. You've already got a calendar, and you don't need anything else. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it. Maybe I could turn off the light or something. Let me check. Okay, let me see. Is this any better? Maybe if I didn't have a white background. Is that better, Jackie? No, it's no better. Look at now my glasses flare. Okay, I'm gonna go put it back on. Okay, so maybe if I didn't have a white PowerPoint, it would work better. I think that's something to try out. Yeah, this is my first time ever doing this, and I thought you'd all get a kick out of it. I sure am. Oh, speaking of getting a kick, how about some Thanksgiving jokes? Anybody want to hear some Thanksgiving jokes? Yes? Okay. Let's see. Okay. If your great-grandmother saw you making boxed mashed potatoes, what would she do?
Oh, God.
She would turn over in her gravy.
Turn
over.
Oh, I love these. Okay, I got more. All right. All right. So, why did the police arrest the turkey? They expected foul play. Right? Okay, so knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Normally
Normally who?
I don't eat this much.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Who's there?
Tamara.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow who?
Or who?
Tomorrow we'll have turkey leftover.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, we'll continue. Oh, goodness sakes. All right, so
Good dad jokes.
props. So even props. Okay, so do some improv. Now, was that just some improv? I just brought something unexpected, right? So do
Yeah.
some improv. Do something that you hadn't planned on. It might be to reach out to somebody in the audience. It might be to bring your dog in. It might be, something. Of course, you want to stay professional. I'm not saying not to, but come on, in this environment, it's very different. And I really figured out what it was. I figured it out. Why this is so different. I'm gonna stop my share for 1 second. All right. Why it's so different speaking in a group like this. Because think about it. When we're in an event, we're looking at the speaker, and what do we see with everybody else? We're seeing the back of their heads.
Yeah.
We don't see them looking. I mean, if we were looking at the speaker and somebody in front of us turned around and looked at us, we would be freaking out, right? Yet we come to an environment like this and we're all looking at each other. Isn't it weird?
It's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird, I mean, and so when somebody in front of you, they're writing or they're itching their nose or they're playing with their hair, you don't really see it because you're looking at the speaker and you just see the back of their head. But here we see everything.
Yeah.
Right? It's so weird. So just keep that in mind because everything's magnified. All right. So, but we still want to have some fun. Let me go back and share. Oh, and now see, I don't know why it's not taking me back to my PowerPoint. I'm just learning this. It says, oh, it's probably because it wants it as a virtual background. I'm using my PowerPoint as a virtual background. So that's why it's a little different. So if you're going to use this, do not exit out because then you have to go back and figure it out. All right. So don't exit out. Okay, here we go. All right. And then it takes you back to the beginning. So that's good to know too. Huh?
Oh, over in the corner. I see where you're at. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now on the black background, Jackie, is this
Black background. Okay, good.
Yeah.
is that better?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So now we know that one. Excellent.
Mhm.
Okay, but it takes you back to the beginning. So if you're going to use this technique, you can't stop like I just did. All right. Okay, so back to play with the audience, have some fun with them, just like, using your props, right? Have some fun. I see Karen. I see Carol. I see Ardina. I see Jackie. Jackie's not looking at me, but I see her, right? Whatever, have some fun. Have some fun. Okay. Add more unique audience participation. So again, we've talked a lot about audience participation. Quizzes are a good thing to use. You can use polling. That's a good thing to use. I'll do a polling next week. We'll do that. I'll show you how that works. But just, be creative and think of different things that you can do to your audience. Now, one of the things we did at $1 Million, of course, is, and I could stop my screen now because we don't need to see what that is. But one of the things in $1 Million is hot seats. Now, what I learned is when you're not live and in this environment, you have to have more of whatever you used to do that worked. All right. So typically I would have 2 hot seats. Now, in this environment, I needed probably 3 or 4 hot seats and throughout. Got it? It's so different. And we're all finding our way and we're trying to find out, well, what is working and what isn't working. Right? Just like breakout rooms, you've got to be specific. People are getting tired of breakout rooms because nobody knows what they're doing most of the time in them. So create something fun, like when I created my fans, right? Everybody remember what fans stands for? Right? The F is family, right? The A is accomplishment. Is Angelique the only one that was paying attention and knows what it is for the $1 million? I know CJ was kind of busy, so I'm going to give him
The best memory.
Networks,
right. Network is in and
services.
services, right? So be creative. You can use mine or just come up with your own, right? You all know about acronyms. I've taught all of you about acronyms. Come up with your own acronym that's a good way to network, all right? Or do the scavenger hunt, or again, create your own game, create your own game. Find food. I don't care. Be different, but just do something different with the breakout session. I'm supposed to go to an event, a holiday party, and they already announced they're going to do breakout sessions 4 times. I'm like, yawn, yawn, yawn. I'm not going, right? If they told me we're having a scavenger hunt, or if they told me we were panning for gold, I would go whoop.
I'm in.
That and be right there. So that's where we are now. We've been in this environment 8-9 months. Aren't you up to here in breakout rooms that don't get you anywhere?
Yes.
Many. Okay. Right. So another thing to make it fun. I don't think have I ever used the wheel on you ladies and gentlemen, the wheel of words? I showed it to Carol. Okay, we'll do the wheel of words next time. And that's again a game that you can bring in to spice it up. And Carol, did you do it or are you going to do it?
I did it.
And how did it work out for you?
It went really well because I was even actually in one of the squares I was able to put my logo, and each one had an empowerment word in it. So at the I didn't tell them how they were going to win, but at the end they won a 30-minute coaching with me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
So the girl that hit the empowerment, she won the 30-minute coaching.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
So think of it like a spinning wheel with different words that you put in it, and then you spin it and it stops. And then that word disappears. But the person, I've used it where the person has to work the word in to their self-introduction. Now we're going to have a
and it has sound effects. Don't forget about that. The sound effects are the best part. The clapping and the confetti coming down.
Yeah. And so I'm using it at one of my next networking meetings for Thanksgiving, where we're going to, well, we're not Thanksgiving. We did it. What am I doing? Christmas, where we're going to, everybody's name is going to be on the wheel. And then whatever name you pick, like let's say it stopped at Carol, then I'm going to give her my gift. And it's not a physical gift. It's a verbal gift. Like, Carol, you are so special to this world. The work that you do is so incredible. And I'm so glad that you're out there doing the work. I'm so glad that you're bold. I'm so glad that you're daring. And I'm so glad that you're my client.
You know me too well, girl.
I just got chilled. But, so that's what I mean when you get creative and do something different with Zoom. And we've just scratched the surface. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more games out there that you can use and to have fun with. So just be open. And again, I'm not making this stuff up. I saw the Wheel of Games at an event, and I said, that's a good idea. And I borrowed it. I saw the treasure hunt at an event. I'm like, that's a good idea. Sam's is mine, but because I'm, in a networking meeting, but some of these other things I just borrowed, right? And made them mine. And then I share them with my clients. It's so cool. How cool is that?
That's cool.
That's cool. We borrow messages all the time. Why can't we borrow those other ideas, right?
That's right. That's right. Now, all of you have one of these, and I hope you're keeping it right near, because in my other networking events, people bring it up. They're always using it. It's so much fun. Ardina, you have one, right? I want to make sure.
I do.
Okay, if you need another one, I've got like 150.
Oh, I don't have mine anymore. I'll take another one.
You don't have it? What happened to it?
No, it got tossed. It got tossed.
Who tossed it?
One of my kids.
Okay, I'll send you a couple in case they toss it again.
Oh, now I have my own office, so I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm out of their areas.
They probably thought you were going to use it on their behind.
I just might. with right now, I just might. There's a couple of them.
I used to, do you remember those little paddle boards with a little red ball and the rubber band? I mean, those are like, they were, love and hate, because I loved to do them, but when they were broke, guess where they were used? On my behind. My mom would.
That's right. I remember that.
Right? Those were in the days. Of
That's what, absolutely.
Remember those days.
now
Yeah, cool.
your kids will take you to court if you spank.
That's right.
I hope they do. I really hope they do. I really wish they do.
What, take their moms to court? Spanking them? Oh, boy.
Oh my
All right.
goodness.
Well, that's all good. I'll have to erase that part of this. Race. All right, so let's, we got 15 minutes or so let's go around the room and just, if you're speaking, tell me you're speaking. But out of these 10 things, what is one that you think you would like to use to breathe new life into your signature talk? Okay, so we're going to start with Dr. Renee. We're going to start with Dr.
Okay, just a quick thing, because it's already 4:45 RV. So I gotta find out. So, and this is a CJ and RV question. What is the year that we're supposed to have our computer or update so that we can do that? So it doesn't. When you were just in the virtual or whatever that was in your white background, when you were talking, when you first got on, there was no silhouette. But then when you're moving and putting the hat on, then you're going like a shapeshifter. That's different.
Yeah,
but when you were just sitting still and it was perfect. And what year, or CJ, what number, or do you know what I mean by that? What Windows or Apple thing number we're supposed to have for the updated? Because I have a iPad for what I'm looking at right now, and then a laptop. So did you understand what I'm saying? So it's current, because people who have old computers with old installations or installs,
right.
or I don't know what the word is, then you can see all this weird stuff. When we first got on COVID, in March, you saw the people with the palm trees, and it was like really weird. And then the bridge, and then the stars, and everybody was in like shapeshifters. Looks stupid. And
5.2.1.
oh,
Zoom.
okay, the CJ question. Okay, shh.
That's your
Okay,
Jim-
so what's?
Sounds like Jim has the answer.
Oh, is that what it was? See, okay, I'm gonna take you off of mute. Head, CJ, Jim.
Well, I was just saying Jim has the right answer, I think. I don't know what the exact number is. I just know that your system has to be enough up to date to handle that kind of processing.
Okay, and so RV's yours, like from this year, from the last 6 months? It has to be
Yes.
like current.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Okay, so there you are. There's the two dogs. You're Zeus and Zoe. You're in the middle. That's a perfect picture. And then, can you move your head like this a little bit? Like, oh, see, I can't see it. I mean, that's perfect.
Does really well.
Don't look. It goes really well. It's
And
like
her light. Her light helps. It's her camera, her lighting, and the computer. It's all of those things combined.
Yeah, it looks like you're sitting in the store or standing in the store with your two puppies.
Two monsters.
Okay. What was that? A monster?
Two big monsters.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
I got. But here you can also do video.
Oh my God. Video. How'd you do that?
I just loaded up a video.
Oh,
Wow.
Now you can't
Wow.
stand,
Wow.
you can see it.
Mhm.
Okay. And then RV, how did you do the thing where you were just in the corner just when we first started your presentation?
All right. So
What was that called?
okay. So what you do? Oh, look at Angelique. All right. Where are you? What stadium? What's going on?
I'm at SoFi Stadium. We just kicked butt last night.
Awesome. Good. Okay, let me get rid of my
It's
distraction.
moving in the.
Sorry about that.
See that?
Rid of my distraction.
It's sharing slides as a virtual background.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I just brought in a movie. It's not a slide.
Okay.
All right. Oh, good. CJ's in a helicopter somewhere. Look at, he's taken off. He's in the jungle. All right. So what I did is this. All right. So all of you know how to share, right?
Yes.
You hit the share button, and instead of hitting the basics, so you have basic, advanced, and files. Got it?
Got it.
You go to advanced, and the very first one says PowerPoint as a virtual background. Then it wants your PowerPoint. So you have to have something ready, right? And once you do that, boom, you got your PowerPoint.
Look at that.
Is that cool?
That is really cool.
Very cool. I like it.
Wow.
Just remember what we've learned today, that what we learned today is that you can't stop the share, right? I don't even know what this PowerPoint is from, but okay, great. Oh, I think that's my slide of pictures. But remember, once we stop the share, then if I share again, I have to start all over with the PowerPoint.
Oh, okay.
So just don't go in and out. You can't go in and out. When you do it the whole time. Okay, but
Arvee,
that's how you do it.
can you say those steps one more time?
Now, where do you find the share thing?
The green share, you hit green share.
Oh, share this
And then
meeting.
before you hit the blue,
Only the host can share this meeting. Oh, only the host can share in this meeting.
oh, I'll let you do it in a minute. Then you go, then it says, normally you're in basic. I'm saying go to advanced.
Right.
And then hit the PowerPoint as a virtual background. Okay, so I will stop and I don't know if you have the bandwidth, Dr. Renee, but I know CJ does. So CJ, why don't you try it?
Okay.
Yeah. So to add on to your question, and Arvee knows this, I just got a brand new computer and I just set it up over the weekend. So things are still in flux, and my office is kind of all over the place. I don't even have all the cables right. This is like literally the first Zoom meeting I've had. So it looks a little different. It looks different to me. It looks different probably to you than it did last time, but I can use this virtual background, which I couldn't do before. It was really weird. So now my new computer can handle that, which is really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I could probably also, I bet I do have a PowerPoint I could jump into here.
Yeah.
Let me find something here.
And if anybody else has one, I'll make you co-host as well. You have a PowerPoint handy? Carol, do you?
I could get one.
Yeah, you get ready. So you can try it after CJ. Who else has a PowerPoint ready?
Get one ready.
Okay, we'll make you co-host.
I don't have a green screen, so I don't think I can do it.
I don't have a green screen either.
Yeah, but every time I try to put a picture as a background, it just comes out really weird.
Well, that's because of what CJ was saying. Your computer might need updated.
Want me to do it? I'm up. I have it.
All right. Yes, we'll have Carol do it. No, you didn't share right because we don't see you. So stop your share.
Okay.
And don't do the normal blue share. So do the green share. And instead of doing the blue button share, go over the very top. You'll see you're going to be on basic. Go to advanced. Click on that and then click on the very first one, which is PowerPoint. It says something
Okay, go to advanced.
Yep.
And then hit PowerPoint.
Yep.
Can you see it now?
Well, I don't see you.
Huh.
That's weird. Okay, let's go through those steps one more time.
Okay.
Maybe your computer's weird. Okay, CJ, did you get your thing going on? Are you ready?
Yeah, let's see what this looks like. I just installed PowerPoint, so I have the new version of it. All right, let's see here.
So green share, then advanced, and then PowerPoint, which is the first one over here in beta. Yeah, Carol, I don't know. We'll play with that on Friday. I don't know why yours didn't work.
Yeah, what, oh, maybe I've just, you could see the PowerPoint, but not me?
Yeah.
Well, I changed my,
Oh, we see CJ. See?
That's pretty cool. Look at that.
That is cool.
And I'm the first one on the block to find that.
Mhm.
that is
That's
so
super
cool.
cool.
Nice.
That is.
Cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
Very cool. And see, we can see you. You're bigger than in a little box in the
Right?
corner of the screen. Yeah. Now, the only thing I don't know is the recording, like how you come up on a recording. I'd have
Hmm.
to test that. But other than that, I don't know, because we see you on the screen. We see you in your box,
Hmm.
like we see you down there
Yeah.
with the same background.
Right. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Really cool.
Okay, who else would like to try it?
Oh, I found mine, Arvee.
Okay, Jean had her hand up first. Do you have yours ready, Jean? Okay, Jean, and then Ardina. So unmute yourself, Jean.
Do I go through my background thing?
Do you go through what?
Do I share screen or do I do a
Yeah.
choose virtual background?
No, don't choose virtual background. Just share your screen.
Okay.
And then at the very top, you see basic and advanced and files, pick advanced. Then pick PowerPoint.
Wait. It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay. All right, now you got it. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me make sure Ardina has it too.
Okay. Oops.
Okay, but we can't see you. Okay, so just like Carol, there's probably a step you're missing. Okay.
I was thinking you said that it happens when you make your PowerPoint your virtual background.
It becomes a virtual background, but that's the steps. You don't go to the virtual background. So let me just do it again. So share screen, green screen. Okay, now don't do anything, but you see basic, advanced, and files up at the top. Because normally we just do the blue green share. So go to advanced. Then you're going to see on the left-hand side, PowerPoint as virtual background, and it has a little beta.
Okay.
Okay, click on that, then hit the blue share, and then you could pick your PowerPoint, and then voila, you're up. Got it?
Okay, you pick your PowerPoint off your hard drive. Oh, unable to import because PowerPoint is not installed.
Okay, there you go. It does have to be PowerPoint. It can't be Keynote or anything else.
It says I have PowerPoint.
Okay, well, it needs to be updated. It has to be the update. That could be what's wrong with yours, Carol, because I know you don't have the latest version of PowerPoint. It probably has to be the latest. Ardina, why don't you try?
Okay.
Yeah, so just.
Thank you, Arvee, I have to go.
Okay, Carol, bye. Mwah. Thanks for joining us.
See you Friday.
See you Friday. Okay, Ardina, do you want a quick try and then we'll wrap it up. It's dark outside.
I know. I hate that.
All right, bye, Dr.
Arvee.
Renee. Bye, Dr.
Bye, sweetie. Bye, everybody. Nice to see everybody. Okay, Angelique. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you all. God bless you all. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you. Take care. I appreciate all of you. Bye-bye. Bye, Jackie. Bye, Arvee. Bye,
Hey.
Jacqueline.
Goodbye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, Ardina, you ready to go? We're right at 5, almost 5. 1 more minute.
So we.
What do you guys make a noise for? Huh?
Oh.
No. That the horse whisper, the doggy whisper said Zoe is so sweet and so gentle. You know, she could just be, and I didn't even show her pictures. And she just said she is so sweet, right? And that he's just a big bully. Yeah. Okay, Ardina, are you having any luck? There we go. Okay, you have the same problem. You don't have something with the latest. Yeah. You don't have the latest of something. Angelique, do you want to try? You have a super powerful computer.
I know, yeah, you want to see some corporate slides? That's cool.
Whatever. Just to see if you know how to do it. That's all.
See, advanced. And then, wait, share screen. And not the blue share, you want the green share.
No, the second time. Well, green share, then advanced, then blue share.
There we go. Oh, portion of screen, music or computer sound, content from a second one, or files. You know, mine for some reason doesn't have a PowerPoint upload either.
Oh.
It just has a portion of screen, music or sound or content from a second computer. Let's see, in basic, I can do.
Are you in advanced?
Yep, I'm in advanced.
Okay, then
Ones that I have.
that could be you don't have the latest Zoom.
Be the
probably-
version of Zoom. Yeah.
I bet that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I'll update my Zoom.
Okay, update it and then we'll take a look at it next week. All right, everyone, then we're going to end our call tonight and we are going to meet, let me see, we are going to meet this December 1st and we're going to roll on through the entire month of December, and toward Christmas, we'll do some gratitudes ourselves to each other. All right, so again, thank you all for being here. Get out there and speak. Remember, the speeches are the fuel that drives the car. It's the gasoline. So don't let your foot off the pedal during these holiday seasons. Instead, find reasons to get out there and speak. And when you do speak, remember to always speak with passion. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving,
Bye.
Good
everyone.
night, Arvee. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.